sure right now?
Yeah, I got it right here. Yeah, he's about to snake this red light.
Hello, this is Jason Matthews. I'm a recently retired law enforcement officer. I was also a use of force instructor and a taser instructor during my career. And in this video, I'm going to be commenting on this public domain video that was released out of Florida. And I'll be giving you my perspective based on my training and experience of what I might be thinking if I was in this officer's shoes, what actions I might consider, and also giving you some information that the general public doesn't know about law enforcement. I don't know the details of this incident, and this is all hypothetical, being that a body camera is a limited static view of the incident. I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing while I'm watching in real time, just like you. But before we get started, if you support the police, click the like button. And if you do not support the police, click the dislike button. It's anonymous, and I'm just curious of where you stand. Okay, let's get started. So it appears to me that this is a police chase, and that would be what the general public would call it. But in most jurisdictions and in most agencies, this is called a police pursuit. That is the proper term in most places. And so it appears that, according to this, I don't know if this is a body camera or what we would call a dash cam. A dash cam is a camera that is attached to the inside of a vehicle on the windshield. In either case, it appears that the suspect's vehicle, the one that they are pursuing, has passed this officer and he's turning around to engage in the pursuit. So let's continue on and see what happens.
He's going back to West Michigan.
Let me start off by saying, number one, a police pursuit is one of the most dangerous things that a police officer can do. Why is that? Because a couple reasons here. If you're weaving in and out of traffic, and let me also state this, that in most jurisdictions, a law enforcement officer who is engaged in a pursuit is allowed to violate traffic law. But there are restrictions. Now, that officer has to follow certain safety protocols, generally speaking. And so the issue here is whether to pursue or not to pursue. That's a judgment call, because if you are pursuing someone and they realize that you are pursuing them, they are more likely to try and evade and speed up, and that creates more and more possible danger to the public. So this is a very, very dangerous situation. I have been in several pursuits in my career, and they didn't turn out well in some circumstances. And when I say they didn't turn out well, crashes were involved. Let's put it that way. And another reason why there's laws in most jurisdictions about having headphones on while you're driving, there's a reason for that law. And that, generally speaking, the reason for a law that you cannot drive with headphones in both ears while you're driving is that if a pursuit is happening, or an ambulance, for example, but in law enforcement, if a pursuit is happening, a officer will initiate lights and siren. And if you cannot hear because you have headphones in your ears, that can cause an accident, that can cause a major problem. Officers are not perfect. They do the best they can in these circumstances, but when you've got a lot of different things happening, there's a lot of different factors that officer has to consider. People may not hear, people may not see, and so it's a very fluid situation.
traffic. He's about 110.
As you can see, this officer is going pretty fast. How fast, I don't know, but it looks pretty fast. Now think, if someone was not paying attention, an operator of another vehicle, and they pulled out in front of this officer, that would be an absolute disaster.
I'm trying to get up to you, kid.
Good luck. All right, he just went left, eastbound on Mass.
Normally speaking, when an officer is in a pursuit, that adrenaline is running hard. Now, it depends on experience. For me, towards the end of my career, things like this would not faze me as much for a variety of reasons, experience and being able to control emotion and such. But generally speaking, this is a very, very high, intense event that is happening right now.
Where you at?
East on Mass. East on Massachusetts.
I don't know if you heard that beeping noise, but that is probably a dash camera. That beep, I recognize that. Now, I didn't use dash cameras are somewhat outdated because they've been replaced with body cameras, generally speaking. But they're still, in some cases, they still exist. And in my recollection, that beep is a dash camera.
He is going south, right turn on Fennell. Left turn.
This is even more dangerous because children could be out playing right now.
Going east, Amazon. Right turn south, Desmond. Another right turn, Calvary. Left turn, I think it's going to be east on Webster.
As you can hear, the officer is giving directions to, I believe it is his dispatch. He's relaying where he is so that other officers know where he is, so that his dispatch knows where he is, and so other officers can respond. And if something happens, then dispatch can send other units for help.
He's continuing eastbound Webster. Still eastbound on Webster. Yeah, boys, I ain't driving it yet. He's about 90 from his exit. Still east on Webster. Coming back to Ruby. He's still Aquamarine.
As you can hear, this officer actually sounds pretty calm when he's speaking. So that tells me this is an experienced officer who has done this before or has experience and can control his emotions. Because he's very calm when he's giving his instructions over the radio.
Signal 4. We're trying to go.
So Marine and Emerald, Marine and
So that's all we have with this video. I don't know if you heard it there at the very end. There was a dog. It sounded to me like a dog was breathing very hard in the back of that vehicle. You could hear it on the microphone. And so that tells me that that was a canine unit. More than likely. I'm not 100%, but I could hear what sounded to me like a dog was breathing hard. So that about does it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released. Take care. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.